Yeah.
And there was a lot of hands, but it was like a lot. It was a lot of work.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're thinking of restructuring and being like, what do we want to have? What are the elements of the equipment that we want to emphasize? Because thinking that we want to fit direct action in there is like, okay, we can, but you don't have a target on the weekends. Like it doesn't work that way.
Okay.
You know, we want to have a conference. Cool, let's do it. Let's have a conference. Let's bring people from everywhere and have like conversations if that's what we want to highlight. If we want to have a concert, dope. Let's have a concert in the borderland and let's like I don't know.
Give us one
have
second.
something. Okay.
I'm so sorry. Do you guys think you can like one?
Oh, is it too loud?
Just like a tiny.
Oh yeah, sure.
Sorry. If
No, it's all good.
Sorry. Thank you so much.
Yeah. You're good. Sorry.
Okay. So have things, you know, the conference. Like, if we want to have a concert, cool. Let's have a concert, you know, and then like make a focus of like bringing the people that we want to bring because having a lot of different events that are very different from each other, like quadruples the amount of participants. So that's kind of where we're at, you know, really rethinking, restructuring. That's when we sent out that survey of like, what do you think is more important, you know, and like we want to hear from people. And we want to like make sure that the choices that are being made are not being done by staff, but it's being done by the employees and grassroots, by the people that support our work and what we want to see moving forward. So that's kind of like where we're at with it. Now we've talked about the summer program and something that together. Actually pulled together.
Mm-hmm.
Like a delegation that's going to go throughout the borderlands, I'm not sure how likely that's going to be. What maybe we can still pull together is an event or it's like a month-long volunteer program here. What does that mean? You know? And I think we're being in coalition with all of our organizations. Because if we're gonna do an event, I'm not the only like I can't pull it together as one person.
No, yeah.
And so that's the other thing that we're recognizing. Like whatever we do in coalition. Like that is the only way that we can survive. At least that's me, you know, like thinking about it. And there's a lot of organizations in Tucson that support and have our back. In fact, there's like a coalition that we've just formed, and it's the coalition for Justice on the Coalition. And I think that that's a really dope space because really it's come out of the trial, and it came out of like seeing, like needing to support the family of Placenta. And so from then we've done another event to support the family of Carlos San Madrid, another person that was murdered in 2011 prior to the right? And there wasn't even a trial for his assassination. But then the thing is, what do we want to emphasize? Like, what is the like? Our goal is always like calling out the U.S. like calling out U.S. events, and I think that we're having a lot of like gaps that we haven't filled. So maybe this is where you all can really come in. Like, what is first of all, I love the idea of how we have our website. Yeah. So,
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Get in contact with that and see what we can do. We have just, like, we're switching over into the branding company that's going to be able to help us get our website in order. But there's always going to be like updating. If you've seen our website right now, it doesn't have any of the information that it did in the past. And the old website, the one from like the 1990s, had the name of all the graduates of Pescaway.
Wow.
Like, we have those on the website. And so we need to bring that data back, right? Because the big question is, we know, like you, Joe, I don't know, what's your name again?
Akshan?
Akshan. You, Akshan, me, Dad, like we all know the very real connection between U.S. foreign policy intervention and the border. We all know that those drive each other. But if we're a movement that's like SOA Watch, right, against the military training, how are we highlighting that while we're in the border?
Yeah.
Like, we're not an immigration
Right.
organization. But we're very similar, and we have a lot of like the overlap. Right?
You overlap, yeah.
I know that they're not giving you much answers and just like placing a whole bunch of big questions, but that's kind of who it is. That's definitely where we're at. And like, yeah, basically working towards that. But also emphasizing, coming back to our roots, coming back to the things that sparked the SOA Watch movement, right? And one of the things that I find really interesting that Coleman, I don't know if you have a chance to meet him, Joel, but Coleman's been involved in SOA Watch for a really long time. He's one of the puppetistas.
Yep.
And he went to Fort Benning for several years. And he said that civil disobedience wasn't, at the end, it wasn't the highlight of what the organization was doing. It kind of became tokenized. We need one or two people to get arrested. Who can do it? It wasn't anymore like as a strategic thing, right? Where it's like tradition. Tradition guides what you're doing. And I don't know about y'all, but I'm over here like, I to me, and I'm not going to do what people past me have done exactly, you know? So kind of like rethinking those things. I like the idea of having a lot of youth coming down here, organizing for that to happen. I think that'd be dope. Joe, like you came with a group of students. I think maybe we can have like, maybe not even a month long, but maybe like a week long intensive. We get to know each other. We get to talk. The other part of it is that we are not a youth-oriented movement. We are like an intergenerational and interracial movement. Right? Acknowledging the work of all of those that really like put their bodies on the line for several years. And as a person like myself that has a lot of trauma around tradition, like around religion, and even beginning to acknowledge that the Catholic movement like sparked what we are. And so how do we bring that back with ourselves? I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, I think, for the feedback and for you telling us, like from like Dev to us, you know, like to students, because we get it. We're going through the same thing with our group. Like there's all this like what's the vision, what's the purpose, like what's our purpose, right? So whatever we can do to support, I mean, we're on board for. Let me give you a little idea of like what we're hoping to do. We want to do maybe a student org or a student organization where we're not just called like the Border Encuentro team, because, you know, Akshan brought it to my attention. He's like, the Border Encuentro is like one thing, you know, but we're not. We're beyond that. We're like anti-military, anti-imperialism, anti-decolonial, you know, like decolonial mindset, anti-colonial mindset. We just need to have like a year-long student organization that brings in students from all these different backgrounds to, like, you know, like you said, like generational, like different majors, different skills. And then maybe within that group of members, however large that population is, we can have a pool, an applicant pool of people that apply to come down to the border and do what we did with Patricia and with Beth Harris, you know, whenever the encuentro is, if the encuentro continues to be like it was in the past. Or to do the summer long or the week long thing, like the intensive workshopping and kind of culture building and coalition building, because I think that's what we need here. I think this campus really does need a wake up call. Us being so close to the Canadian border, you know, we see a lot of different kind of immigration issues coming up being on this side of the country.
And also along with that, something that was sort of like difficult for us was like getting the resources. So we're just trying to, like, with the symposium that Joe mentioned that we just got into, we're going to try to use that as a means to like centralize our resources, get other people involved who are interested but like aren't involved yet. And yeah, like Joe mentioned, like this campus really does need a wake up call, and so that's really our like educating the community, getting people involved. That's really our like main focus, I think, as of now.
I think that all sounds really great. Could you give me a second? I'm going to grab my headphones because I'm having a second.
Yeah.
Here, you can see Plantitas
Okay, good. On the Barbie.
with the Barbie.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I think they're. Yeah, I want to help as much as possible with that.
Yeah.
Whatever problems they're going through.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we know, but I also don't want it to be like we think we know what's best. You know, we want to do it on behalf.
Yeah,
we want to serve.
Like what you need. Like.
Yeah.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I can hear you so much better.
Okay, awesome.
Great.
We were just talking. I think our biggest, not even what's holding us back, but like what we need from you maybe is so that we have clear kind of like delineation of like what we can do, because we're obviously not going to be in that mindset where like we think we know what's best and we're going to tell you how to run your organization. You know, like we're not doing any of that. We're not going to have this like pretense about us that like college students usually have.
Colonial mindset.
Yeah, the colonial, like condescending mindset where like you need to do this, but however we can best serve SOA, and then also however we can best frame SOA. Like I don't want to be like, oh, I don't want it to be poverty porn. You know, I don't want it to be like SOA needs money or like making it seem like you're like disenfranchised, because you're not. But whatever we can, if you want to send us maybe resources about how we can talk about SOA at the research symposium, because the research thing, it's a conference, and it's a lot of Patricia's academic friends. It's a lot of her network is coming. Students, faculty, staff get to come in. The president will probably be at our presentation. And you know, they're all ready and able to like help us a lot. I've presented at this before, this specific conference, and it's always the question I always get is like, what's next? We can tell you what's next for this team, like the 7 students that went to Puerto Encuentro. We have a magazine coming out. It's called Migrante Magazine. And it's all about pictures from the SOA Watch Puerto Encuentro. It's all about art. Akshan wrote an amazing Jose Antonio tribute piece. And we're going to digitalize that and we're going to put it on our website. And we're all going to, it's all for the benefit of, I think, raising awareness for SOA Watch. And just SOA and, you know, the fact that like this shit's going on. And then we have the magazine. We have we want to start doing student events here, like holding you know, screenings of documentaries or films, because I follow a lot of like 67 Sueños, and you know, obviously like things that I see on social media of like, oh, this program or this fundraiser or this event is happening in California or Arizona. Like, how can we do that kind of stuff here on campus where like kids have money and kids have, you know, resources, and if they don't have money, they have time. And they can, you know, they can take pictures, they can document, they can write.
Yeah.
So.
Would it help if I go over with you, like, because the historical analysis is not complicated, right? I mean, it's complicated without things, but it doesn't change. Like, I think that's one of the things, like, even the distribution are it's evolved a little bit too. Like, it's not just the training from SOA, but it's also like WINSET is a symbol of military training and intervention around the Americas, right? And the latest things that we have going on is the latest numbers from SOA graduates, WINSET graduates. Colombia being the most with the worst like human rights violations.
Is that like a paletero?
Sorry, this is my neighborhood.
Was that like a paletero or something?
It was like a car driving around, like bumping music.
Nice.
Just like surfing. I don't know what it is. But I live in Mexico.
Amazing.
It's great. So basically, I always start here, and I always do kind of like what happened in Latin America in the 1980s, right? Emphasizing the training from SOA graduates, the civil wars. I focus on Central America because that's a really good like case example, and it's also what I know the most. But you can focus on Colombia, you can like, you know, do the other ones, but I focus on Central America, the civil wars of the 1980s that pushed. Like that had massacres and it was like genocide. right? In Guatemala, you've literally had trials now that the Civil War was about genocide, that the dictators were killing people, like mostly indigenous people. Like there was a trial against Rios Montt, an SMA graduate, for genocide. I mean, that's huge, right? Because that was being trained in at School of the Americas.
Yeah.
And so those conditions, right? And I always emphasize, like what I talk about is another one, Monsignor Romero, which is the reason that, like, Monsignor Romero, which is the reason that the Civil War started, the massacre in Mosote, where like children, babies, an entire community was massacred in days. Like, disgusting, right? Like, how do you go ahead and kill all these babies, right? But it's that, the death squads, you know?
Yeah.
And then those, as fueling, like as displacing people because of two reasons: economic difficulties and because of the violence in the country. And so my mother, for example, that came from El Salvador in 1986, she was not leaving because she saw the Civil War. She was on the west side of El Salvador. The worst of things was on the east side. But she was leaving because of economic difficulties.
Yeah.
Economic difficulties that happened because the community was incredibly poor and they had no access to land because there was an entire massacre in their community in 1932. So when you massacre in 1932, you put so much fear in that community, and for generations and generations, they don't revolt. The east side of the country does revolt, but everyone is affected by issues of land, by massacres, by violence, by poverty, all for U.S. profit and all for U.S. profit. And as a result of U.S. intervention. Because if you put those two things together, why did a massacre happen in 1932 in the area of Sonsonate, the departamento of Sonsonate? Because there wasn't a lot, like the people were organizing because they wanted higher pay. People were organizing because they wanted higher pay. They were organizing because they were not surviving. But they were not surviving because everyone was not paying them as much. They were not selling as much because in the 1930s, the U.S. was going through a mass depression, through the Great Depression. And so it impacted the entire world and the finances of the entire world. When you colonize, and this is what we start talking about, like the same things, right? Like when you colonize an entire country and leave them and create structures, but the only way of surviving is to work for these plantations as a profit of the United States, and you make people reliable on those things. And when that other countries' finances start dropping, then you also cannot survive.
Yeah.
So that's the big thing of like the 1980s, displacing, forcing people, pushing people out. Then, but at the same time, within the United States, this is where I start making the connection of like within the United States between 1983 and 1984, I've seen two different sources. The first private detention center contract was signed in Texas. At the same time, if you remember like Michelle Alexander's book, Jim Crow, in the 1980s, you start having an increase within the United States, right? You have the drug war, you have an increase of incarceration of people as evolving from Jim Crow, right? And so you have the mass incarceration of people. Who starts going to prison? Mostly communities of color. And at the same time, there is the private detention center contract. The 1990s, you have anti-immigrant rhetoric, laws, you have 287G, you have RIRA, all those things that start taking and criminalizing. Not criminalizing. Start taking funds from and resources from the migrant community because they are not citizens. So you start like creating this division
Yeah.
of like separating, right? Migrant documented versus like not documented, you know. And so that's the 1990s. You have NAFTA, which we know fuels migration, but you also have prevention through deterrence. Prevention through deterrence is what, like, the first place of, like, the first thing of militarizing, like, more militarizing the borderlands, closing down ports and areas where people used to cross a lot, and it's always been dangerous, but it was easier.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so now it's not as easy to pass through Tijuana. So people are going to go through Arizona. People are going to go through McAllen.
Yeah.
In Texas,
Yeah.
right? And they start going through these things. And they start dying. Because now they're going through rural areas. So the 1990s and on, in the early 2000s, you have an increase of death. I'm going to put it in the chat and add here.
Okay.
This website, derechoshumanosaz.net.
Okay.
Um,
Got it.
This is from an organization in Tucson that I was actually with before. It was called the Coalición de Derechos Humanos, Human Rights Coalition. And they have been documenting the number. They've gotten the list from the Office of Medical Examiners year after year, and they've been documenting and publishing how many people have died in that, like in the Arizona area since 1995. From the fiscal year 1999 to 2000, and the deadliest year, and you'll see it's like I think 2003 to 2004 was like 283 people whose bodies were found. It was like the deadliest year.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe my numbers are wrong. Like I usually go back and like confirm that my data is correct. And just, you know, so go ahead and confirm that information for me. But you can see in Forgetting the Dead, they have like a section called it Remembering the Dead. And we'll see. I'm not sure, but just go through their website. And you can see that the people that were dying, like it became deadly. And so you can rate the success of prevention through deterrence by the number of deaths.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And there was a friend of mine that was saying that it was intentional.
Yeah.
Like killing people was supposed to deter people.
Did you
But it
see?
did not.
Did you see? Not to cut you off. There was a memorandum that came out that said currently, I think 2 Oregon senators, this whole thing about, and it's like through the Southern Poverty Law Center or something, so it's legit. It was about how the United States government intended to traumatize children to create this fake immigration crisis, and so the children are being traumatized and raped and killed.
Fuck that. Can you send me that link, please?
Yeah, it's on my Facebook. Yeah, I'm gonna send it to you. Yeah, that really fucked me up, and I talked to Patricia about it because it's intentional traumatization of children.
That's disgusting, dude. I mean, but that's that, right? Like you're using these tactics. Like that is a torture tactic.
Yeah.
And what was trained out of SOA? Like torture tactics. I mean, you have the torture manuals that were developed and released from Fort Huachuca, Arizona. I mean, the United States has been working on learning how to torture people for fucking hundreds of years. And so it's really trippy. It's really disgusting. I completely agree that this is like the new place, right? And so that I always take it as a timeline. I always say 1980s, 1990s, 2000s. In 2000, you have like the high number of deaths. You also have in 2007 beginning of Operation Streamline, which functions as a model for mass prosecution and criminalization. Right, so you start making, so then they start making this shift from migration being a civil offense to a criminal offense. And then you have the, in the 2010, then, how do you call that? You know how it's like the 80s, the 90s, the 10s? Like,
The 2000s, early 2000s.
but it's not the
2010.
2000s because it's not the 00. It's
Right,
the
right.
10s.
2010s, I guess. I don't know.
2010s, yeah.
2010s.
The tens.
Anyway, the 2010s. You have then the increase and the expansion of the militarization of the border, and then you have the creation of Mexico's southern border. I mean, the enforcement of Mexico's southern border, right? You have the Medida Initiative, which gives money from the United States funding to Mexico to fight their drug war. I mean, sounds familiar, you know? And so you have, like, there's like the drug war, and that, like, funnels money, which then militarizes that southern border. And so the numbers of deaths start decreasing in the U.S.-Mexico border, right?
Right.
If you look at that list, the numbers start decreasing. But does that mean that people are crossing less? Does that mean that people are dying less?
Yeah.
No.
Just dying in different places.
No, not at all. It means that people are dying before they even get exactly. They're dying in the southern area, disappearing throughout Mexico. And by the time that they get to the U.S., they're crossing in areas that are so rural that their bodies are never found. And so I wouldn't even doubt it. There is no proof, but I wouldn't doubt it if one person sees dead bodies and just believes them there. Because it's a whole lot more paperwork and processing that they have to do. And so we're talking summer in the desert here, it can get up to 120 in areas that have no shade. A person's body decomposes in hours. It's susceptible to the natural elements, including animals, including weather. It's the worst effing thing. And so that is like kind of where I make that connection. But we can begin to connect like extraction industries too, right? The things that are happening, like if you look at La Frontera Sur, that one also has a connection with extraction industries.
Yeah.
The idea is, and always is, to profit off the fucking deaths of people.
Yeah. I think the big wake-up call that we're going to use, I want to definitely tie in Ayotzinapa into this to show that college students aren't safe. You know, to show that any kind of institution, regardless, we're screwed. Any institution is going to just turn their backs on us and, like you said, profit and manipulate and exploit. And ultimately, if we speak up, you know, try to, you know, prosecute or persecute. So, yeah, because it's just a lot of privileged college students that don't know this history, don't know where they're at, don't know what resources are taking away from people. Here in Ithaca or Cayuga, the native name, right, the indigenous name is Cayuga of this land, and kids just don't even, they've never said the word Cayuga, they don't know anything about, they're just displacing natives like left and right. And there's no respect, there's no humility, there's no cultural awareness. So yeah, we want to tie in all these things. We want to tie in the gun trade or the arms, you know, trade and all that.
Yeah.
I know I'd have to leave in like 10 minutes, but maybe right now we can do like next steps. We present on the 2nd of April. So this week coming up, we're going to be coordinating. We're going to put all of what you just said into our presentation. We're going to do a bunch of, you know, consolidating of resources. But then let's connect after, or definitely before April 2nd again. And then after, we can tell you kind of how it goes on the 2nd and what we can do moving forward.
Okay. No, I'm going to be out of the country starting March 28th, but March 27th, I'm going to be headed down to Hermosillo. So
Okay.
I can catch your flight.
Yeah.
And so that entire time, I'm going to be it's actually basically starting April 2nd. I'm just not going to have any work service.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be very disconnected. But I completely support, and I do, if you want to send me like an Instagram, just like little information, like I really don't think I can meet up with you, but send me a post recording on Instagram, you know, just like stay connected and tell me how it goes. Before we hang up, I want to see if I think I've brought up more questions than actual answers. So I want to see if we've covered all the things that you wanted to cover, and if there's anything that maybe we can emphasize, anything that we want to like, just I don't know, like what do you need from me?
How do you feel?
Yeah, I feel good. I think like what we have and what we're like leveraging is that like we have, like Joe mentioned, like we are also college students. We have privilege, and we have like the years of like the administration right now. And what we were looking for from you is just like how can like Joe mentioned earlier, how can we help you best, and what are your plans, and how can we coordinate ours to match what you're doing and support what you're doing. And so I think like we got a little bit like from you, but yeah, just whatever you need and however we can help, we're definitely in 100%.
Yeah. I'm also thinking that if we really do want to do a summer something, and I know like a lot of people are trying to come out here during the summer. And so if we want to do something like that, maybe let's begin to think about it. Because what are the things that can be done? I mean, I don't know. Like from SOA Watch, I'm not quite sure we have something, but there are different things that need support. Like, how do we know how many people are disappearing? We can measure that by answering the phone.
Yeah.
Literally, we can measure that by answering the phone. People that are calling and saying, my relative is missing. You know, and it's emotionally draining work, but the foundation for that work is already there, and it's already happening. With the help of individuals, committed help, not just like a week or two, but committed help to answer that phone, we can begin to see how many people are actually disappearing.
Yeah.
Have they ever been found? Who's been found? Who's not been found?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it'll give us like at least a number. I'm sure that we can even look back at the old data that we collected from years ago and be like, hey, do you remember we called an interesting one looking for your relative and we hadn't found him? Have you found him yet? And the answer's probably going to be no for the majority of them. And then you're also going to be like, you know, but there's things, and then that's what I'm talking about. Like, what we want to focus on, what can we focus on? I think it's hard because as SOA Watch, we still don't have that answer. But as the community, we don't have time to not have an answer. We need to be responding. So that gets hard.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, we're quick. We can work with quick turnarounds. We have all of this, technology at our fingertips here on campus. I'm really interested. I have a capstone, and this is just like side thing. I'm doing a big project about the disappearance, like tracking and doing this like virtual map where like people are in a media way using some virtual reality, like women and children who have been trafficked and lost and intentionally, kidnapped and disappeared. I'm trying to track them, and I'm trying to create this whole like where are people kind of map, like where are people going, bring back our people kind of thing. So that's, and I have all the resources for that. And Akshan is a writer and a politics major, and he has that mindset too. So I mean, we can do quick things. I think we can definitely plan for something by this summer if we all put our resources together and our minds together. But with you leading it, obviously, right? Or like you giving us some direction and you telling us what we can do. We'll be like the foot soldiers, but
yeah. And so I'm going, Joe, on a side note, I'm going to Prescott on the 19th as soon as I'm back. There's going to be a weekend. And so I remember you telling me that you all had stayed in contact with the Prescott students that gone to the. Could you put me in contact with them? Because I want to make sure that they know I'm there and I want to follow up with them.
Yeah, let's do that.
The other thing is that I think that if you have continued to make those connections, then if you are interested in having some kind of summer program, it can be hosted in Tucson.
Okay.
But I would need help in figuring out logistics and all the things, and you would basically have to carry out the creation of it.
Okay.
But I think that would be really cool.
Yeah, let's get it done. That'd be cool. Even if it's small scale, we're college students. We can sleep on the floor. It's just getting people out, right? Because we're so far. Like Akshan lives in Jersey.
Right.
Philly, not Jersey. You're always wearing Princeton stuff. That's why. Yeah. So let's follow up. I'll create a document. I'll definitely keep you updated. Yeah. While you're in Mexico or wherever you're going, don't.
Guatemala, El Salvador.
Okay. So outside of the country, be with your son, be with your family, reconnect, process and heal. Do what you got to do. Don't worry about what we'll do. Everything's going to be recorded, so just check in whenever you can, whenever you're back and ready to, do this again.
Yeah. And we'll keep meeting as well here. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. And we can meet through Zoom anytime. Let's just stay in touch. Like an Instagram videos.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Yeah, great.
But it's really nice to meet you. It's really good to see you again. And big hugs to both of you, and say hello to Beth and Patricia from me, and we'll stay in touch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Stay safe.
Yeah.
You too.
Bye.